So this is part 3 of modelling. So what we're going to try and do is use the part that we've created, his teeth, and I want to try and embed that so when it lines up here with that, the teeth are going to be exactly where embedded as I can see here. Obviously I'm going to change that a little bit. Later on I might need to remodel that. So what I might do is just line this up first so that I get all of the teeth in there. So mate that to that part. Let's go mate edge to edge. So now we know exactly where it's going to be, and we can see this part's falling short here. So what I might do is bring this round normal 2 just to make sure we're straight on. I'm just going to edit the sketch here and bring this part around here a little bit more. Let's just delete that, just so when I turn this into a cavity, it'll fill up the rest of the teeth space here. So I'm sort of going to stylise a little bit. In this case I might use a spline. Know that all my teeth that are embedded in there will work. So now what I'm going to do is form a cavity. So remember, edit the component first that you're going to make the impression in. So in this case, treat it as if it's a bit of plasticine. So edit component. Then we go to insert, feature, cavity. We select the thing that's going to make the impression, which is this one here. Click. Tick. So what's happened there is some of the mates no longer apply, so we'll delete them anyway. Turn that off. Delete this mate, no longer applies, and that fixes it up. So now we have a perfect copy of his teeth, or the dinosaur's teeth, that when it's in its closed position will meld perfectly into our clamp design. So already it's starting to look a lot more like a dinosaur type clamp. Now I want to move this around a little bit, so the next best thing here is to go float, so I can move it. Part of that's fallen off, and start spinning it around so you can, it's getting a bit too complex. Spin it around so you can see how it looks a little bit more like a dinosaur clamp.